Hey friends, it's Erin or Everyday Erin, and I'm back with another video. Today we're doing something a little different, something I do every so often. In my last video I mentioned that half of my craft room is like living space and half is chaos. Well, Kristen is out of town for a couple days and it's just Dexter and I home, so I thought I might try and tackle the chaos that I'm looking at now and see what I can get done. Yesterday I moved. We had some photos down here, a good deal of photos that I moved up to the second floor of the house into the guest room to be sorted and organized because I've bought a shelf for that. All stuff you don't need to know. Anyway, I moved the photos, lots and lots of boxes of photos, and now I am left with the chaos. I did a little bit of work yesterday, but not too much. I had an order from Michael's delivered. I had a gift card and I had some rewards. So I bought a couple carts. I put those together and now I just need to get my life together. So I'm going to be raw and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to show you what it looks like and hope that by the end of this it looks a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be better. I have created more of a mess than what I started with on the living room side, but that's okay. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to feel very exposed here, but here we go. What a mess. What a mess. So I have a lot of big goals for this room. Number one is to clear off the sofa. Nearly all of the yarn on that sofa is sweater yarn. The other is to get the treadmill accessible and usable. The third is to figure out what to do these bins, these black and green bins behind the crap. And these crates are all things from craft fairs and finished objects. And I want to deal with that also. Oh, I also up in here, knocked something over. This is all my shipping stuff, my label printer that I got for free on Facebook Marketplace, and my scale. I'd like to set up a shipping cubby so that I don't have to figure out a place to put that all the time. That's what I'm going to work on. I got this over here I have to deal with. This is pretty organized. I just spilled that out. I got to pick that up. Yep. I got to clear off this buffet. It's not a buffet anymore, but it's from the old house. Yep, I got a lot of work ahead of me. But I'm just going to take it in small chunks and get done what I can get done, and that'll be great. We can do this! Hello friends, it's been a couple days since I shot that first clip of my chaos craft room, and I actually did finish that day, but a lot of things transpired in the house that I needed to deal with. For one, the well went out. For two, the furnace went out. And those are both things that I had no idea how to deal with. So I got a little sidetracked and a little frantic and a little just out of sorts, so I didn't record again later. But that was Saturday. Sunday, I kind of vegged a bit and I worked in the food storage room, which is where all our garden produce is kept and stuff like that I can, and I went through all our jars and organized that, and I found a bag of blankets that are all done, so I put that over there too. And yesterday was Monday. I did a massive dump / donation run. Most of it was recycling. There were a lot of boxes and packaging and stuff like that to recycle, so I took care of that. And Kristen got home last night. So now it's Tuesday evening. Things have calmed down immensely, and I thought I would give you a tour, albeit a very short one, because if you've been here for any length of time, you pretty much know how my craft room works. But I thought I'd just show you around what I've done, if you're interested. Well, here's what you see when you first walk in, and as I mentioned, it's not going to be perfect. I have a pile of craft fair stuff over there, but progress has been made. First and foremost, see my sneakers on the treadmill there. Those are my indoor shoes. the treadmill is set up and accessible, and I'm going to start using it. I'm going to try and use it for 30 minutes every day. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. When you first come in the craft room, I have these shelves over here, and I had mentioned previously that I wanted to make a space for all of my shipping. I have all of the shipping hardware, shall we say. This is the printer, scale, and then some tape. And down here I did empty out a basket to put the shipping supplies in, and then the larger supplies I put behind this cube organizer. And not much else has changed here, except I have this cart here with some cross-stitch stuff on it, and this top one, I'm going to try and keep it empty. It's going to be my drop zone so that I put things away when I bring them down. But we'll see how that works. It's either going to work or it's not. And just a little pan here. Got some cross-stitch patterns, some sewing things, vinyl supplies. Over here I have, this was one I was keeping track of last year. I gotta throw that away. Anyway, I have my needle minders, art by Kristen, art by our nieces, art by Sadie. There's another art by Sadie up there. On the corner of this, not the corner, the edge of this, I put some hooks to hang up some Dollar Tree signs. As I said before, these bins, these two bottom bins, are all my finished objects, and now I found this bag over here of blankets. This top bin and this bag here are all sweater quantities. Now, I don't use fancy sweater yarn. I use economical, rugged sweater yarn. Anyway, that's what this is, and I will be doing a video on that in the near future. What's left of my organization bins. These are some shelves for craft fairs. This is bins of like yarns. For instance, I have one of cotton. I have some things, let me turn around. Some of those things are packaged up like cottons. I have another one here that is hat yarns. I have another one that's a stocking project that I bought all the things for that, so I put those together in a bag, and those are just in that bin. On this new cart, I have all of my Sweet Snuggles Light and what is the other one called? Chenille Home Slim. And on the bottom, I have my, what is that thing called? My potholder loom, but it's not a potholder loom. It is a potholder loom, but the big size one. Behind that is Kristen's painting stuff. She doesn't have the time right now to paint, but she is going to get back to it at some point. Over here is my library, some gifts from friends. I have something from Margaret, something from Ruby, something from Lorna. Dewey's sweet little I Love Gettysburg tank top that I just keep there. Some little decorative things. Oh, those things need to find homes. These shelves here I made 2 years ago, I think. Those are all, well, they're not all. The majority of those things are Auntie Craft Camp, with the exception of the knitting lady. There's a whale back there, and that gnome is from my friend Maureen. This is my gallery wall of cross stitch. A couple little projects here. This is a t-shirt quilt that I will be starting very soon. It shouldn't take long, so I would like to get that done. And a bag of a couple things that someone asked to purchase. This shelf over here used to be over here, and I just have, this is all of my grandmother's knitting patterns from Ireland and just Irish knitting patterns, and also some vintage patterns sent to me by both Zoe and Jan Carruthers. My knitting needles and my black sheep, because I sit there to knit. My Christmas tree that's up all year round. This buffet, I need to go through these 2 doors. I'll show you real quick. It's a mess. That's all fabric. And I have these 3 sweaters here that are just waiting for some buttons. and just some random yarn. In this shelf, I have paper and a lint roller. Over here, I have all of my paper crafting stuff. This is a album from Spain, which I may have mentioned previously, but I'm not exactly sure if I did. I don't think I did. I think I filmed something on Saturday evening and I was so frantic with everything going on that I left it. Kristen made this for me on Valentine's Day in 2014. Cute Sadie, not Sadie, Sophie. And this shelf is from our friend Nancy. When she moved, she gave that to me. And then down there, it's just really nicely organized. And then this is not so nicely organized, but does the job. And this is the side that was always clean. Not always, but recently clean. In this shelf here, I have sock yarn, fingering, sport, worsted, bulky, sorted by color, yoga mat and some cleaning supplies, TV with the Wii and the what's that thing called? The Switch. I have all my worsted weight acrylics in here that I use for amigurumi and stuffed toys and stuff like that. Freeze dryer. Every craft room needs a freeze dryer. This is another cart that I just got, and this is a scarf that Kristen made. And in here I have random projects, kits that I bought. Like this is the stuff that I use for my Addie, a blocking mat, I don't know what you call this, for granny squares. And then these are things I'd like to get to this year. This is all punch needle, which I tried before Christmas and I enjoyed it. So I'd like to practice that. Down here I have, these are I made some knitting needle things to hold my amigurumi together when I sew them together, and that's what's left over from that. And then a basket of beads that I need to go through, crochet kit from TJ Maxx, crochet kit from Temu, I think that's from, more findings. And then on this side, I have some wool felting kits that I'd like to try. Like this is a little bird. I'm probably going to stab myself if I try that, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then some wood things to paint. I enjoy doing that. It's very relaxing to me. I'm terrible at it, but I enjoyed it anyway. I think that's just about it in this room. Oh, I should show you this. I got this fancy new glue gun for Christmas. I'm really excited about it. I haven't used it yet. It's a real power tool. I had a Surebonder one that I loved that was both corded and cordless. And I accidentally threw away the cord. And you can't get it anymore. And I've ordered replacements 2 times through the company and they don't fit. So even after talking to them, not their fault, I threw away the cord. I was very mad. Sadie was here when I discovered I threw away the cord, and it's a big joke during Auntie Craft Camp with my sister and my mother and Sadie about how much I love my glue gun, and it has gone to the great glue gun graveyard in the sky. So that is my craft room. I will say that after doing this, it has really ignited my desire to create, and I'm finding stuff stashed. So I got to put these things away. I did move all my wood blank items to a bin in the unfinished section of the basement because I don't need them very often. And they're really easy to access, and they're super bulky, so putting them there and out of the way just made the most sense. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel inspired to either craft or reclaim your crafty space and or crafty supplies, and just so you can get to what we all are really want to do, which is the crafting. Yeah. That's all I have for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me during this process. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.